Hey, here's a couple of good questions. You're asked to simplify, and you have to use those exponent rules to help you simplify it. Let me write the question out again here. So I have 4p to the minus 3, v to the fourth, over s to the minus 4, all to the third power. Now, with these exponent rules, sometimes there's flexibility in which rules that you do first. So what I would try and do first is maybe simplify stuff inside here, but none of these letters are the same, so I can't really do that. So probably my first thing would be to do the power of a power rule. So I'm going to take this 3 and I'm going to apply it to everything that's in the brackets. So I have to apply it to the 4, to the p, to the v, and to the s at the bottom. So it would give me 4 to the third, p to the minus 3 times 3 is a minus 9, v to the 4 times 3 is 12, all over s to the minus 4 times 3 is a minus 12. And I guess this is one of the rules that I was saying you could do inside the brackets here first, is if I have a negative exponent, I can move that to the bottom of the fraction, or if there's one on the bottom here, I could move it to the top. So I could do that before I apply the 3, or you can do it after. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, so 4 to the third, I think, is 64. And then I'm going to take the p and move it to the bottom, so it'll become a positive, and that's what I want. Simplify, one of the implied things with simplify is to get rid of negative exponents. Okay, and let's move the s then to the top and make it positive, and then the v stays where it's at because it's already positive. In terms of simplifying, I don't think there's anything else that I can do with that particular expression. Here's another one. Okay, this one has your simplifying, and this one has a negative exponent out front. Let me rewrite it again. So I have 2x cubed y to the minus 3 over x to the minus 3 y to the 5. And all of this is raised to the negative 4. So maybe this time what I'll do is I'll try and deal with those negative exponents first, and then deal with this exponent outside. So I'm going to deal with stuff inside the brackets first. So I'll leave the 2 where it's at. I have an x cubed. Then I'm going to move this one up to the top. So that'd be another x cubed. And then on the bottom I have y to the 5th. But I'm going to take this and move it to the bottom. So it'll be y to the 3rd. Okay, all of that is raised to the negative 4. Now I can simplify x's inside. That's probably the next best thing that I should do. So I'll have x cubed times x cubed, multiplying common bases, add exponents. So it'd be x to the 6th over y to the multiplying add, so y to the 8th. Okay, all to the negative 4. Now one of the things I think that I showed in the video is if you have a negative exponent out front, what you can do to that fraction is flip it over. You could apply the negative 4 to all of them, or you can just take and flip them all over. And so I'm going to rewrite this as y to the 8th on the top now, 2 and x to the 6 are on the bottom, and I flip that over, so now I can change that outside exponent to be a positive 4. Now I could have taken and applied the 2 or the negative 4 to everything, so I could have gone 2 to the negative 4, x, 6 times negative 4 is negative 24, over 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. I could have done that too, but you'll see that it'll come out to the same thing in the end. Okay, so now let's apply the 4 to everybody. A lot of people forget to apply the 4 to a number, but it has to be applied to every factor that's inside that expression. So it'd be y to the 32 over 2 to the 4th, x to the 24. Okay, the only other thing I might do with this is I might take and figure out what 2 to the 4th is. 2 to the 4th, I think, is 16. So it'd be 16 x to the 24. So that would be my answer. There's no negative exponents in there, and I've simplified everything that I can. Notice that this, if I move that to the bottom, it become that. Same thing here. These things would just flip over. So you could do it this way, or you can do it like I did, just take and flip everything and make that outside exponent positive. So do they have that answer? Y to the 32 over 16 x to the 24th right there. Look at that. That's a mean thing to put that in because it's close, eh? Oh, the 6 is not right, but the y32 is right. Anyway, hopefully that helps you with those two exponent expressions and simplifying them.